I love good, fresh, delicious food. So I want to tell you about this treasure in Roseville called Maverick's Real Roast Beef. Maverick's has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville. Greg Bakken here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are, but now there's big news. The Candlelight Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Patrick Lilia. Tonight, clear with a low of 61. Thursday, sunshine with a high of 86. Then Thursday night, clear with a low of 62. There are only a couple weeks left to step into the magic of the Wizard of Oz, a children's theater company running through June 14th. Featuring the beloved songs from the classic film, breathtaking stage magic, and a real-life Toto. Get your tickets at childrenstheater.org.
Portions of the following program may be pre-recorded.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken.
And this is Ghostbox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakken. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And I have decided, even though if you're not on the Facebook, I called it the Facebook, I'm actually in studio tonight. I am not from my home studio because I just wanted to see my good friend Adam. And, I'm looking through the window, literally, and I can see you, Adam.
And the confused look on my face when you said that.
That and the fact I just showed up, regardless.
Yeah, which was weird, yeah. I thought it was going to be a hoax when you texted me earlier, said you were going to be in. I'm like, no. He just wants to make sure I'm actually working.
Nah, come on. Who said? Enough of that. So no, it's great being here, and it's just and the good news is, Adam. Also, I didn't call you Patrick this time.
No, I think it was only because I was board hopping you during the day.
Yeah, right.
And it wasn't Sunday at 4.
And I don't know your name during the day, only at nights. So.
Yeah, because we rarely see each other during daylight hours.
Right, exactly. And I also, well, here's the reason why I'm here tonight is because I have my friend Andra with me tonight, and she is one of the producers for the haunted TV program Haunted Discoveries with Brandon, Mustafa, Kevin. It's a great paranormal program. You're one of the producers on there, and you wanted to see how a successful paranormal radio show was made.
Yeah, I just wanted to be very well.
Right, exactly. You wanted to kind of get some tips on how to, run something super successful like this and see what kind of a media juggernaut looks like.
Absolutely.
So, no, I'm very happy that you're here. Hopefully, you're going to have some questions or a question tonight and no pressure, you don't have to, but I'm also asking everybody who is listening, who is watching, get some questions ready because we are going to have a fantastic program tonight. I've been so excited about this because psychic medium Jennifer Lee used to come on the show on a semi-regular basis, and you know how things go over time. It hadn't happened in a while, and I've had so many people whenever I'd have Jennifer on the program say how much her readings helped them, made them feel better. The last time that she was on, she had this great conversation with Adam, because Adam hosted that night, talking about her being a death doula. It was really just someone who I absolutely am always impressed by and always happy to see what she does. And she's with us tonight. Jennifer, welcome to Ghostbox Radio. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Greg. I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. I really am. It's been way too long, and this is super exciting. So, folks, before we get into it, I want to just say tonight we are doing one question psychic readings, and we've done this before. We've done this with Jennifer before. If you have a question about money, love, happiness, whatever. The only thing that we're all asking that we don't get questions on tonight is politics. We don't. Jennifer is many things, but she is not a lawyer. Jennifer is many things, but she is not a doctor. So did I handle that all right? That's kind of where we're at, right?
Yes, I am not a licensed therapist.
Yeah.
I am not an attorney.
No.
I am intuitive. And
Absolutely.
So I always ask users to use their discernment in what I may tell them.
Absolutely. So if you have a question for Jennifer tonight, and I hope you do, because this is a great opportunity, you can put it into the comments. We will get to it. Or with Adam with us tonight, you can call in 952-946-6205. The number is 952-946-6205. Jennifer, I meant to ask you this prior to the start of the show, and I apologize. And I want to know I'm curious if you're able to pick up entities in a location that you are not at. And what I'm trying to get at here is I'm curious to know if you are able to tell us if there's any entities in this radio station.
So that is something I can do. Energy in buildings is something that, I learned very, very young. It was one of the first ways that I became familiar with energy. And so I love spaces. I love to feel them. It's interesting you would ask me, because I did feel spirit earlier when you were speaking, Greg.
Okay.
And he does feel to be connected to you, as in excuse me, now I'm losing my words, which is what happens. He feels to be connected to you in a familiar way. This would be somebody that you would know that has passed on to the spirit world.
Okay.
Is your father in spirit by chance?
He is.
I feel your father around you, and I felt him the minute you started talking. And so I want to let you know just really quick. Are you open for a message? Because I just started. You asked the question.
Yes, please. I'm very open to a message.
Okay. And it's just going to be a very, very short message, but you did ask the question. And the first spirit that I felt before you'd even ask the question was your father. I can feel him around you. I can feel him surrounding you in all of this support and love. There's also a lot of gratitude on his side. He shows me a lot of growth that you have gone through. He shows me some dark times that you have gone through, and he says you have gone through all of them. You have survived every single one of them. And so he's very, very proud. He also makes me feel like that was something that he probably wouldn't have told you while he was here Earthside, but he very much wants you to understand that.
It is, first of all, thank you for that. And thank you, Dad. And thank you, Dad, for that. And he is absolutely right. He would not have said that.
No.
It is amazing how that is. And also the fact is that over the past 5 years, I have gone through some incredibly challenging times, as we all do. We have our ups and downs. So the fact that he acknowledge that. Actually, it's amazing how important that is to hear. So that is great.
Very good. I also want to leave you with an image that I'm seeing. I do feel has some significance for you. And this is a ball cap. It's a sports team ball cap.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do. I do.
Okay. So I'm just going to leave that. You don't have to go into that, but I'm going to leave that with you.
That's fantastic. Now I have a quick question about all this. When I mean, obviously spirit comes to us whenever spirit wants to come to us, or that you are the beacon that they feel like that they can talk to you and do that. I'm curious about anniversaries and specific dates, because my dad's passing is actually on this coming Monday.
Okay.
It's going to be 16 years.
I wish you wouldn't have told me that, because if you would have asked me, he would have told me that.
No, I'm not smart like that, Jennifer.
That's okay. But it is very common. It's very common. Well, spirit is around us all of the time, right? But it's very common on days like that their presence, they make their presence known to us a little bit more. They are covering us in that love a little bit more, because they're very aware of what day it is, right? They're very aware that can trigger some deep emotions, and that could trigger some. Look, spirit is intelligent, and spirit has this beautiful unconditional love, and so it makes so much sense to me for me to be able to see him, because there is an anniversary coming up.
That is fantastic. And what a nice gift that is. And the reason why I asked about the building itself, well, don't yell at me again for giving you too much information, but the reason why I asked about the building itself.
Before you say that, can I say something? Before you tell me what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to know from you, Greg, is that I feel like from where you are sitting to your left-hand side and back, that sometimes there is, not in this moment, but sometimes there's what we call shadow people, that you may see from or somebody else from your peripheral vision.
Adam, what do we know about that?
2 episodes in a row with a black mask cutting in between us in the studio, going from Greg's left to right.
Okay. So I can feel that entity there. So that answers your question. If I can do that, absolutely. Yeah. Getting into a reading with that is going to be a whole different show, but I'd love to do it.
We should do that at some point. This is quite the layered building. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can feel it in regards to the building itself. So I can tell you some other things that I feel like are happening in that building, if you would like, really quick.
I would love it. Thank you.
Okay. I do feel like there is, I feel like somebody is hearing what seems to be to them audible voices, when maybe they're the only one there, or they shouldn't be able to be hearing that. Somebody is experiencing that in that building, because I can feel that and I can hear that myself. Is that Adam?
Absolutely, yeah. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have that going on in that building, and when you say there are layers and layers, there absolutely are. So hang on, I'm gonna try to tune into the energy of the building to give you just a little bit more. But yeah, absolutely, I'd love to come back and do just the building.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I also feel, I know this is a radio station and that electronics can go haywire, but there's something, it steps up a little bit. I feel like that's kind of I feel like there are glitches that are these kind of random glitches in electronics, as well as lights happening in that building.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And glitches.
Adam, why is this centered around you? I feel like you see and catch the most of this.
I'm probably here by myself more than anyone else on staff.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it one of these nights. I'm fascinated now.
Yeah, we'll definitely set up the time and stuff, because I won't say any more, because that's what this is going to be all about when we do it next time. But there's so much that we've all experienced here. So
Yeah, I would
Okay.
absolutely, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
So that does answer your question. Yes, I can pick up entities and I can pick up energies in locations that I am not in.
No, that's even at this, just what you said has been far greater than I expected. Let's just
Oh, well,
say
thank
that.
you.
Yeah, that was really fun. I don't know. It's really cool to see. Really cool to see what you pick up about this, because we do spend a lot of time here, and I won't go on anymore because I feel like I want to just keep talking about it. But you're right, Jennifer. Let's save it for a specific time. One of the things that we wanted to make sure that we were able to do here is get to some questions here. So, folks, don't forget, if you have a question for psychic medium Jennifer Lee, and she already gave me a message from my dad, which was absolutely beautiful. You can do one of two things. Call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205, or put your question in the comments if you're watching us online. That's where I'm going to right now, because Joanne, in all caps, says, any love connection coming my way.
Oh, Joanne. Okay, so I feel like that you're not asking just any random love connection. I feel like there is already an interest somewhere. I feel like you're talking about maybe a specific relationship, or a specific person that you already know. I feel like this is going to take, the answer is yes. Okay, the short answer is yes. However, it is not going to look the way that you think that it may look. And so you're being asked to be open to possibility. And that's where I'm going to leave that, to be open to possibility. And the answer to that is yes.
That's great. That's great. And so obviously, Joanne, I hope that you're able to find what you're looking for. We got some more questions coming in, but what I think I'd like to do is I'd like to take our first break, because I want to make sure that Jennifer has enough time to fully answer the questions the best that she can. And I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to get their more questions as well. So if you have a question for psychic medium Jennifer Lee, please put it in the comments, or you can give us a call, 952-946-6205. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, more questions. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Ghostbox Radio on AM 950. Greg Bakken here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are. But now there's big news. The Kind of Like Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Greg Bakken here. It's nice to get out of the Twin Cities and take some travel excursion to some great locations. Minnesota has so much to offer, which is why I love traveling down to Wabasha and staying at the historic Anderson House Hotel. Opened in 1856, this beautiful hotel offers comfortable accommodations, has a delicious restaurant, and even a speakeasy in the basement to unwind with a drink. Located next to the Mississippi River and on Main Street, there is a lot of sightseeing and shopping to do too. To get more information, go to the AndersonHouseHotel.com. Greg Bakken here. I've told you about the out-of-the-world roast beef sandwiches at Maverick's Real Roast Beef, but I haven't told you about their Philly steak sandwiches, turkey, bacon, avocado sandwich, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, or pulled pork. Okay, you get the idea. They make a lot of delicious food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com. And hoping that you still don't have plans for the weekend, because there's something I want to talk about here real fast, is that this weekend, this Friday, over at the Pillsbury Club in Minneapolis, we have just a few spots left for the paranormal investigation that is happening at 9 p.m. this Friday at the Pillsbury Club. And once again, this is where Minneapolis Trolley Tours, this is their headquarters. They have this big, beautiful mansion that was owned by Charles Pillsbury and the Pillsbury family. We do investigations there, led by Char Savoy and myself. And as I said last night, every night that we do this, and we're going to do 2 more in June, every night we do this is different parts of the mansion. It's never the same. Every time it's going to be something completely different. So if you go once and you're like, well, that was fun, I did it once, that's cool. Every time it's going to be different. So make sure that you get yourself time to come on out and do this a few times. You can go to minneapolistrolleytours.com, get your tickets. If you are unable to do the 29th, which is this Friday, the next one we're going to do is June 12th. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're already talking about how we're going to split up the group so that everyone gets multiple different experiences that night. It's going to be great. My guest tonight is psychic medium Jennifer Lee. Everyone here in the studio, Adam, Andra, myself, we're all just kind of blown away by the first segment. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
You are so welcome, and it was so fun. Like I told you, that's one of my favorite things to do. So when you asked me to feel that energy, I was, So we'll do another show. We'll go through it.
We'll do another show. Now, Jennifer, how do people get a hold of you to get readings?
So medium J Lee at gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Medium J Lee
at gmail.com. Yes.
All one word.
Yes.
Okay.
You would be happy to know, though, that I do have a meeting next Wednesday to get my website properly. I've been saying this for years, and I've tried 2 or 3 times, but I know this is the time.
I think we've had this conversation
We've had it.
Yeah. So
I've had it so many times. But I found the one.
That is great.
The lady she's a medium herself, which gives me all the confidence in the world.
That's absolutely. That is fantastic.
So, next time, hopefully there will be a link for you. You can also find me on Facebook. I have a private group there. You can follow me there. That is Jennifer Lee Psychic Medium, or you can follow my personal page, and that is Jennifer capital S Lee.
And if you want to email directly to get a session, email mediumjlee@gmail.com.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you for
that. You can also send me messages. I will take messages through my private Facebook group only.
Absolutely. Perfect. Yes. Wonderful.
So I will take messages. And you know what? I just clicked on the comment section and I saw all of these lovely people and all of these comments. So I just wanted to say, I want to say hi to a couple of people, if that's okay.
Please do.
And thank you for joining us. So I see Cindy and Nancy. I see Joshua on there. Dorothy, Jeremy. Yes, the pillar behind me does look familiar to you, doesn't it? Amber and Austin has an interesting question. Oh, I see Michael there too. He thinks he might know me from somewhere.
Yeah, Michael Christopher. Yeah. I haven't talked to Michael in a long time, so I'm happy to see that he's out here supporting you as well.
Yeah, always. I love it.
So we are doing one question readings tonight, and we got a number of questions in the comments section, but we could always use more. So if you have a question about, love life, money, where you think things are going, put it in the comments. But once again, we're asking, please don't make it political. Talk about anything legal. Talk about anything with health or medicine, because that is not really what it's about. Also, you can call in 952-946-6205. But we're going to go with the comments section. Austin asked the question. Here's a question, he says. Can you tell me what you see unfolding if I continue on my current trajectory versus making a significant change?
Yes, Austin, I can. Your comment actually caught my eye earlier. But just really quick, I wanted to say, I know you have the call-in number. I would welcome calls. If you guys want to call in, let's chat. I would welcome calls. So please feel free to use that number as well. Austin. Okay. So what I see unfolding, if you continue on your current trajectory, honestly, is boredom. I don't feel that's something that sits well with you. And I feel like that you'd like to have a change every once in a while. And I see boredom. Okay. And with boredom comes a lot of other things. I do feel like I feel like a significant change. I feel like a significant change is due for you. But I also feel like you are aware of that also. So I'm going to leave that with you. I feel like that answers your question.
So, Austin, I'm going to ask you the question. Is Jennifer's response, does that make sense to you? You don't have to go into details, but if you feel, I'd love just a little bit of feedback. If you want to put that in the comments. It's good to see you, Austin. Hope all is well. We go on to Dorothy, and Dorothy asked the question, does my brother Edward have a message for me?
Okay, so that gets a little bit deeper into mediumship.
Yeah.
So give me just a minute. I don't want to do mediumship the whole time on the show this way. I much prefer that on a phone call because it does take, it takes some time and the comments are a little bit slower. So I'm going to leave you with just give me just one moment. The first thing that Spirit always wants us to know, and this is going to sound generic, Dorothy, but in this case, I feel like it is important for you. He wants you to know, first and foremost, that he is okay. He says that is important for you to understand. He says that there are a lot of, he also wants you to know that there are a lot of things that we carry on earth that have been lifted. And I don't want to get into a whole lot of detail there, but I want to leave you with that. I hope that makes sense to you. He's okay. I'm also seeing the image. Hang on just a second. I feel like this might be a daisy. It's a yellow flower, and there feels to be some significance in that for you. So I'm going to leave that with you. And please feel free to give me honest feedback. I want it to be honest.
Yeah,
it makes me better at what I do.
Absolutely. I'm just typing something in here real fast because I want to make sure I get this on the screen real fast here for those, especially, and I have this right, mediumjlee@gmail.com on screen here. So like Dorothy, I would recommend anyone who wants to get like a more in-depth reading from anything Jennifer says tonight, or more of that sort of mediumship, receiving messages, please reach out to mediumjlee@gmail.com. And she is not the shill here. I'm doing the shilling because Jennifer is giving her time freely of this. And I always think that it's always good to have a positive energy exchange, so that she's doing good work for us. And we'd like to send some back her way as well. So please consider doing that. Also, I want to just say, Austin says that it resonates extremely well. Love the show as always. Take care, you too. So there you go.
Thank you, Austin.
That's great. Okay, let's see here. Let's go on to another one here. Jeremy York, I don't know who that is. He says, I am planning on doing my business venture I had mentioned to you a couple months ago. The one where you said you feel there is definitely a market for. Is now the right time, or should I wait a few more months?
Jeremy, August, before Gray even finishes reading that, I feel August in the energy as a good time to make a shift in that. And that feels like a positive shift. There are a couple of reasons that I feel for August, and we don't really need to get into those right now, but for some reason it feels like an opportune time to begin. So there's the answer.
There's the answer, Jeremy. Good luck with it. Jeremy is always doing something, isn't he, Jennifer? He always has something creative that he wants to accomplish and get to. So,
and the thing about Jeremy is he does accomplish it.
He does accomplish it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that is fantastic. Let me see here. I lost my place because we're getting questions in and I'm loving it. And just a reminder, we still want more questions. Keep packing it into the comments section. But as Jennifer mentioned herself, what's kind of nice about calling in is that there could be a little bit back and forth there as well, so that it can kind of help a little bit. And that number is 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. The lovely Adam will take your call, so you know that you're in good hands. Let's see. Nicole has a question. I just said she has a question, and it starts off with, I don't have a specific question, but what would love to hear if there's a message from either my guide or past loved ones for me. So I keep throwing the mediumships at you. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm hang on just a second. I'm going to go with a message from your guides, and oh my gosh, I'm just going to tell you the way that I'm hearing it. Knock it off. That's how I'm hearing it. Like there's something, I'm feeling like there's something that you, your intuition is eating at you. It's kind of one of the, I feel like it's knocking on the door. I feel like it's one of those things that is not, maybe is not the best for you. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's a relationship, a circumstance, a job. I don't know that. I just feel that there's something. I feel some fear maybe in stepping away and releasing it. And I really am just hearing like from your spirit guides, okay, knock it off. Let's do this. It really, you are being encouraged to kind of set some boundaries. And to really take care of yourself right now.
Very cool.
Okay. I hope that makes some sense for you. Actually, that's a really good message for everyone.
It actually is, actually. So Nicole, if you're still with us here, please make sure, let us know. Let us know if that resonates. Nancy says, you are so nice.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
But then she goes on to say, no question, I'm my own worst enemy. So that's come on. None of that here, right? We
all are, though. We all are, right? We are our own worst critics. We are very, very, very hard on ourselves. And so here's another collective message. We don't need to be, because we are perfect the way that we are. We are all works in progress, and we need to learn to give ourselves grace. But that's a very, very common thing, Nancy. So I want to say to you, give yourself some grace.
Right? Come on.
Yes.
Come on, Nancy. Enough of that. Let's see here. April says, I keep seeing someone in shadow form when I close my eyes. All sorts of, I could put up on screen too, I suppose. I'm going to start again. I keep seeing someone in shadow form when I close my eyes. All sorts of random times. Can you give me information on who this is?
April, I can give you information on how to find out who this is for yourself, because that's a question that might take some time. But I'm going to tell you this: I do feel that this spirit is familiar to you. That this is somebody that you would know. I don't feel that this is like random, or that this is scary, or that this is anything but somebody trying to get your attention.
Here it is.
Do you hear it?
I do. It's awesome.
It's somebody trying to get your attention. Okay. And I feel like you will know who this is. So when you see that, and it's interesting too that it's when you close your eyes, ask who it is. Have the conversation, April, because you're intuitive enough. I can feel to get the answer. The hard part is entrusting yourself with what you hear, with what comes back to you. But I want to encourage you to try to find this answer for yourself, because this is somebody that you are familiar with. And this is somebody you would love to hear from, and to have the experience of you connecting and you understanding that is, I feel like, it's important to the overall experience right now.
You bring up something that I tend to forget about once in a while, that I think it's something that what you just said, a lot of people should maybe employ, and that's the power that we have to be able to ask those questions ourselves, right? That we are able to be like, who is this? Who is this person? I mean, when we have something around here, it's like if you ask the question, you are going to get the answer.
Yes, April. So she says, yes, in capital letters, I have a hard time trusting myself with it. I promise you already know, but I'm going to give you a little hint. Female. Okay. So trust your instincts. Trust that intuition, because have the conversation next time. Ask the questions. Yeah.
And apparently we have Jennifer Lee running the show today. No need for me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. No, Adam said to me earlier that I'm not needed tonight. So I guess he's also, being psychic. He says that to me every time that I start a show. So no, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry. I'm just kind of going where I'm drawn, and there's one more. There's one more, if I may answer it.
Yeah, no. You
Debbie Romero. She says, I am open to a message from my guides. The message that I hear for you is do the thing. There's something that you're thinking about. There's something. It just feels like there's something that you are questioning if you should do or you should not do. I'm just hearing do the thing. Take the chance. Okay.
That's cool. Let's do this. We have more questions, which is great. Would love to have more people put in your questions. We'll try to get to everybody. Once again, if you call in, you're going to get to the front of the line, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. We're going to take our break, come back, do more questions. Don't go anywhere. It's one question, psychic readings. You're listening to Ghostbox Radio on AM 950. Greg Bakken here. Like you, I love good, fresh, delicious food. So I want to tell you about this treasure in Roseville called Maverick's Real Roast Beef. Maverick's has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville. Greg Bakken here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are, but now there's big news. The Candlelight Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Greg Bakken here. It's nice to get out of the Twin Cities and take some travel excursion to some great locations. Minnesota has so much to offer, which is why I love traveling down to Wabasha and staying at the historic Anderson House Hotel. Opened in 1856, this beautiful hotel offers comfortable accommodations, has a delicious restaurant, and even a speakeasy in the basement to unwind with a drink. Located next to the Mississippi River and on Main Street, there is a lot of sightseeing and shopping to do too. To get more information, go to the AndersonHouseHotel.com. And join me tomorrow on Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken. It's going to be an interesting program. We are doing the second in a series we're calling Paranormal Festivus, coined by Adam. Thank you very much, Adam. Appreciate it. And we're going to have Becky Shaw on. She is the manager of the Anderson House Hotel. And we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of staying in a haunted location, because it's not just as straightforward as I'm going to go in, spend the night, maybe do an investigation and leave. There's been some crazy stuff that happens at some of these hotels that really make it difficult for the owners, the managers, everything else. And even though we're talking about paranormal gripes, this is actually meant to be a little bit more lighthearted than that. So we're not angry or anything, but we're going to also hopefully give some people some ideas of maybe a couple things that you maybe can or cannot do. Friday is going to be a replay for Casual Friday, since I will be out at the Pillsbury Club. And so it's going to be a great week. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. This is quite the exciting episode. This has been a lot of fun so far. We have psychic medium Jennifer Lee with us tonight, just blowing everybody away with her ability and her skills and her gifts. And we're very happy about it. And we're taking more questions. If you want, you get to the front of the line, 952-946-6205. A couple follow-ups, if I may, before Jennifer gets to them. A couple follow-ups I have here. No, it's fine.
I've worked with Michael far too long. I have to take charge, or I can't speak sometimes.
We're moving to a 2-host format eventually anyway, so we might as well get started now.
You know where to find me.
Nicole said with her the question that she had and what you said, she says absolutely makes sense. I've been working on healing as well as doing shadow work, but I get frustrated when I slip back into repeating cycles, so the knock it off deeply resonates. How cool is that?
Very good.
And I think, Jennifer, before I move on to another question, I just want to also kind of reiterate that point, because we run into this quite a bit when we have gifted psychics like yourself giving readings. And sometimes we get people, and everyone's allowed to ask questions all the time. But the thing is that they're asking the same questions. And always, to me, the question I always kind of think about is like, you got to do the work, though. If it's not just you get the answer, you got to also do the work, which Nicole is actually saying in this response.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. We have, so as a psychic medium, my job, Spirit's job, right? Spirit's job is not to tell us what to do with our lives.
Right.
We are having a human experience, and that is part of our human experience. We have to learn to make these choices for ourselves. Psychic mediums are really great for, encouragement, some validation of what you're already feeling. However, again, if we are asking Spirit what to do with our lives, asking them yes and no, and no questions, and not using discernment, not moving forward ourselves, we're always going to run into roadblocks. It's not Spirit's purpose.
Absolutely. That's very well said. Thank you for that. Going on to Joshua. Joshua asked the question, Jennifer, when will my terrible bad luck come to an end? It's insurmountable and I'm tired. Will my mom be okay?
So those are your questions. I'm gonna go with the first question. Joshua, kind of feels in the energy. It kind of feels like you're picked up in a whirlwind and it's just continuing. Mm-hmm. It feels like some things have been ongoing for a while without really a break. A lot of times we tend to get a break in there and we can breathe. But I feel like that this has just been a time of turmoil. It's not. I do want to tell you that it's not terrible bad luck. It's sometimes it's energy. Well, it's all energy, right? But it's energy that is surrounding us. I would encourage you to think of it in another way, because what we are thinking about, we are actually manifesting. And so if we are thinking about our terrible bad luck all of the time, we tend to multiply that. That's the way energy works. And so I would encourage you I would encourage you to start with gratitude. Like a small little gratitude practice, because that's huge. Start multiplying there. Okay. I do feel like it is going to come to an end. I know you are tired, and I know it feels insurmountable. Your spirit guides are telling me it is not insurmountable. You have what it takes to get over this. Yet you are tired. Rest when you need to rest, but continue to go forward. That's what I'm hearing for you. Continue to go forward, because this is going to land for you. Okay. It's going to take some time, Joshua. I don't feel like it's going to be anytime soon. This is a huge energetic pattern that needs to unwind itself. It needs your help to do that as well. But there is an ending with this. We were just talking about needing to do some of the work ourselves. And this is one of those things. And I do see an end coming to it. And I feel a shift for the better with it when you start to put some things into practice in about 5 months.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Joshua, I hope that resonates. At the risk, Jennifer, of ever trying to say that what I went through during my period is the same as what Joshua went through. I don't know what Joshua was going through, but I will say, take it or leave it, Joshua, is that what Jennifer said about
Absolutely.
the gratitude and every day I would wake up and I would say, even when stuff was crap, I'd be like, here are 5 things that I am thankful for every single day. And amongst that could be just, I am so thankful that I have running water. I'm so thankful that the sun is out today. It doesn't have to be a big deal. But for me personally, I'm only speaking personally, Joshua, that it starts to kind of remind me that the world and everything is a lot bigger and actually a lot better than what I thought it was. And so I just, for what it's worth, I wanted to pass that along.
Oh, can I add one more thing?
Absolutely.
Joshua, you have a little dog in spirit. There is a huge thank you for you. And this dog is licking your face, which is something that he would have done while he was here in the living, sending you so much love. Just covering you in that. There's a big thank you with that. Again, I just want to say to you, keep moving forward, because there is an end to all of this for you. And thank you for being open, Joshua.
Yes, and I've known Joshua for a long time, and he is a wonderful, wonderful person that I hope, I'm in your court, Joshua. Always have been, always will be. So I want to also, there's a question on here, and Nicole writes, it's okay if you're not comfortable answering this. I'm going to leave it at that, Nicole. I would recommend, I think you know the answer to that question, first of all. And secondly, feel free to email Jennifer Lee on that. I just feel like that's for the better, personally. And that, once again, is mediumjlee@gmail.com. I hope you're okay with me saying that, Nicole. I just feel strongly about that. Nikki writes, and this is for Joshua. And this is what I love about the show, is that there's, we have a support group here. People, we love each other. Nikki says, remember the harder we fall, the higher we rise. You got this, Joshua. I know it's hard to see now, but you will look back at the hard time and blessings down the road, praying for your mom. So just wanted to put that in there for you.
Sometimes I have a friend that calls these backward blessings.
Oh,
yeah. She says, we don't see it in the time. We don't see it in the moment. But later, yes, we can look back. And so she calls us backward blessings. You're just in your backwards blessings times. It's going to.
That's great.
It doesn't look like it right now.
And Joshua, always know you have friends here. And I know you have friends elsewhere as well. So, but we were here for you. Amber has the question, will I make a breakthrough with my business?
Yes, I feel like you will. I feel like you're very dedicated to this. I also feel like it is a passion of yours. It's something that you enjoy doing. And I don't feel like it's something that you are going to, there goes the clock.
It's
That it's
awesome.
something that you, I feel like it's something that you really, really want to pursue. And so your passion for this will help you make a breakthrough in the business. It almost can't help. It almost can't help it, because that's the energy that you put behind it. I am feeling for you that I want to say the word collaboration or partner. Not necessarily partner in the business, but this feels like maybe some networking could really help you with that breakthrough in your business. So I'm going to leave you with that, Amber, and I hope that makes sense to you.
And best of luck, Amber, with all that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that very much so. And then we're still taking questions. So if you want to put your question, make sure you do so. Put it in the comments, or you can call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. Jesse asked the question, I would love a message from my guides if you feel called.
Oh, Jesse. Jesse. Let's see. Message from your guides. Yes. I keep I'm hearing keep going forward, being exactly who you are. I feel like there's some pressure, maybe that may not be the proper word. Bear with me for just a minute.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of make it short, but I feel like that there are, look, don't let what anybody says to you keep you down. Okay. Keep going. That's just what I want to say. Like keep going, have that 100% faith in yourself and be yourself authentically. You are enough exactly as you are. And you know what? Those that don't like it, and I'm not going to say the word because we are on the radio, but
And we thank you.
you know what they could do, right? Don't worry about it. Your tribe is coming. The people that are meant to be in your life are going to stay. They are going to appreciate you for exactly who you are, for being the authentic you. So continue to do that. That's what I'm hearing for you.
That's fantastic. Shannon says, I love the term backwards blessing. I can relate. I bet a lot of people can, especially hearing that now. Like, yeah.
I know you can.
That's great. So, as we're wrapping up here, we're about 4 minutes left. So if anyone has questions, feel free to put them through. But I want to ask Jennifer, what else do you have going on now? What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh my gosh, that's kind of a doing a little bit of everything, Greg. But with the psychic medium work, I am doing a lot of. I have an office in my home where I live, and so I've been doing quite a bit of in-person readings, which I love.
Yep.
Group readings. I also do them online. Sometimes people or over the phone, and they'll ask me if there's a difference. The reading is not impacted at all, as you guys could see today. Energy is energy. We can connect anywhere. So either one of those are great options. So really, I'm doing readings. I'm working on my website. Believe it or not, I'm writing my memoirs. And yeah, I'm just here for it. I'm kind of in that place where I'm here for wherever spirit takes me. I'm officiating weddings. I'm doing the death do, whatever.
I love hearing that. Now, as we have about 2.5 left, Andra has a question that she would like to ask.
Okay,
Jennifer. So in my profession, I go into already haunted places. However, so I know that there's spirit activity there. However, I am wondering if you feel anything on the property that I live at.
On the property that you live at. So the first thing that I see in my mind is a big tree in the back. Can you validate that?
Yes.
Okay. I feel something right around this tree, and it feels to be a big older tree, actually, as a matter of fact. Do you understand that to be a place where you may have felt some activity?
Not necessarily
Okay.
there.
That's okay, but that does tell me that I'm seeing the yard. I'm also feeling like is there an outbuilding on that property?
There is.
Okay, bingo. There's your. Is it there? Is it right around that area?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, yes, I can tell you that I do feel that. I'd like to talk to you about that sometime too.
Yeah. Me too. I think that's awesome.
Yes, there's the answer to your question.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
That is great. That is great. Was there anything else that you wanted to ask with that, Andrea, or?
No, if her and I are going to talk at a later date, then I can ask those questions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Let's see here. We are, we're getting out of time here. And we also, so we have a laundry list, Jennifer. We need to get you back to talk about the station. We need to get you back because I want to talk about Death Doula.
Okay.
There's we just, like I said, we'll make you the co-host is what we're going to do here.
All right. I'm on board.
You're on board. That sounds good. And are you still doing any regular lives that people can come see you at?
Oh, you know what? I was doing them with Michael Christopher for a while. We took a little bit of a break because we usually do them on Friday evenings, since summers are a little rough, right? Cuts our weekend short. So I've taken a break from doing them regularly,
Sure.
But I still do them. Yes. And I
Okay.
need to do more of them.
Well, and just let me know when you're doing them again. I'd love to promote them and let people know. And then I'll leave the last comment to Nicole here. She says, "Thank you, Greg, Adam, and Jennifer, for all you do. I love tuning into your show and the guests you have on." Well, Nicole, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. And it is so great to have Jennifer with us tonight, because honestly, this was really fun, very insightful, and love it. And afterwards, let's talk about when we're going to get you back to talk about the station. How's that sound, Jennifer?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about do's and don'ts at staying at a paranormal hotel. But Jennifer, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for everybody that tuned in.
Absolutely. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.
Hey, Minnesota, it's Brad Friedman, host of the Bradcast. You're listening to